Before we get into this course, I want to introduce you to a key concept of mine: the benefits of 10 minutes a day. Recalibrate your life 10 minutes at a time. This is going to come in extremely handy when we start talking about craving management, setting up a morning routine, learning new skills, and replacing negative habits for newer, healthier ones. And this is something that you can take into your new sober life. Let's get into the research behind how and why 10 minutes is such an effective amount of time when used in the proper context. Short work breaks of as little as 10 minutes can help us physically and mentally relax. With proper work breaks, we will feel better and able to avoid burnout. A 10-minute break may not seem very long, but there's plenty we can do during this period that will help us de-stress and clear our heads. Here are some examples. Exercise. By exercising for 10 minutes with intensity and effort, you'll be more likely to give your body what it needs to keep adapting, building muscle, and increasing your capacity. 10 minutes a day is enough to actually give you a great workout. Naps. The 10-minute nap produced immediate improvements in all outcome measures, including sleep latency, subjective sleepiness, vigor, and cognitive performance, with some of those benefits maintained for as long as 155 minutes. Meditation. Meditating for just 10 minutes is enough to overcome stress and anxiety. New research has revealed that a short stint of meditation will block out the internal thoughts of restless people and allow them to concentrate. Yoga. Doing 10 minutes of yoga can help you stay alert when you're tired and improve your health. How? Because yoga increases body awareness, relieves chronic stress patterns, relaxes the mind, centers attention, and sharpens concentration. 10 minutes of journaling. Calming and clearing your mind, the more you write, the clearer the thoughts and the emotions will be. Journaling will also help with better mood management. The expressive writing, positive writing, and time management control writing groups all reported significantly fewer mental and physical symptoms, lasting at least 4 months after writing. So there you are with a taste of the 10-minute benefit. By the way, I have included all the reference links in the bonus features of this course. There is a ton of articles on this magical 10-minute concept. So doing anything for 10 minutes a day, staying engaged in something from mere 10 minutes a day accumulates to 61 hours by the end of the year. A 1% improvement per day on anything results in a 36.5 times improvement by the end of the year. Just think of what that will be in 3 to 5 years. We are awake 1,000 minutes a day, so 10 minutes a day is a mere 1% commitment of your day. Getting through a learning curve on average takes 20 hours of deep practice to result in becoming competent at a new skill. If you practice for 1 hour a week otherwise, using the 10 minutes a day technique will literally double your skill acquisition. 10 minutes a day is like an investment. Think of it in terms of compound interest. Think of exponential growth, not linear growth. Everyday exposure and engagement create a strong bond with muscle memory, so there will be less of knocking off the rust. So what does this do for your new sober life? Rediscover and reinvent yourself, 1% at a time. We develop a simple, efficient, and achievable plan around stress-releasing activities and intermittent breaks that are guaranteed to improve performance and mood, help swiftly during times of craving, and other benefits will include more family time, more time directed for self-care, overall health both mentally and physically, increased productivity, defined boundaries and structure, and the all-important progress and momentum. So integration, use a timer. Set a timer on your phone and pre-plan your 10-minute breaks and activities. I use instrumental sound therapy tracks or classical music on a timer. When the music stops, it's time to move. The 100% rule. It's actually easier to do something 100% of the time than it is 90% of the time. And seems odd, but if you think of diets, and people are always thinking, or like moderation in general, anything that you're trying to, okay, well, I'll have the one cheat day, or I'll allow myself just to drink on weekends. The whole rest of the week, you're thinking of that 10%, right? So the idea of 100% is much easier than the 90%, because then you're not focusing on that other 10%, right? Very true, especially when you're talking about moderation or diets or limiting something or attempting to limit something. Stacking activities. This is combining certain pleasurable activities with another act. You can also stack a new habit with an existing habit to help form this new one. Example, this is from Atomic Habits. Your morning routine habit may look a little bit like this. After I pour my cup of coffee, I meditate for 60 seconds. After I meditate for 60 seconds, I write down my to-do list for the day. After I write down my to-do list for the day, I immediately begin my first task, and so forth. Now, that last example I gave you, the Atomic Habits example, doesn't use the 10-minute time limit, but I wanted to use it as food for thought in regards to specifically the idea of stacking activities, specifically one that will cue you to the next, or combining something that you aren't necessarily looking forward to with something that's like a reward, like listening to a podcast or audiobook when you're out for a jog, for example. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, view this 10-minute discipline as a very effective and very complementary dual commitment. You've already committed to thriving in sobriety, so this 10-minute commitment provides some manageable micro changes to help set you up for that, as well as to maintain. So I will see you in the next section, 30 Thrive 30. In the meantime, write down some activities that you would like to do for the next 30 days. Remember, you will need 10 minutes a day for each body, mind, and spirit. And we will see you in the next slideshow.